wasting most of our time, I'll call on the co-convener to to lead the next session.
The moderator, we cannot hear you, please. Seems
Sorry,
as though
can you
your
hear me now?
mic is okay, yeah.
Yes, I can hear you. Maybe it's network.
Okay.
All right. How
So
about
you
now?
can proceed, sir.
Mm. All right, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Abdulgani Tawhid, a foreign level medical student. I welcome you all to today's section. I'm Ramadan Mubarak to every one of us. A very big thank you to our convener for the energetic and insightful we actually learn a lot from you, even from your family history and background. Thank you so much. Despite the harsh weather and the fasting, thank you so much for everything. So this afternoon, I would like to have somebody is raising his hand, Mubarak. If you have any question, there is a session for question and answer. But if you have any question along the line, you can drop the question in your chat box. You don't need to raise your hand at the moment. So I would like to call on one or two attendees who are member of the University Scholar Forum to just have an interactive section. So, Ahmad Abgafar. Okay, Ahmad Abgafar.
I'm not expecting that you're going to call
Honestly,
me.
I always hope for these days. Honestly,
Oh,
and we are so fortunate to have you on the call today. You are on to the section. Yeah,
okay, thanks so much.
Ahmad
It's always
Abdulgafar, Scholar Ahmad. Welcome, sir. What
thanks.
course are you? What course are you studying? And what level are you?
Okay, thanks so much once again. I am a student of medical laboratory science. I'm currently in my final year, 500 level.
Wow, wow. That's nice. What actually inspired you to actually choose the course from the onset?
Um, about that, thanks so much once again. And I want to believe that you already know answers, right?
Who knows
But
the answer?
then you do. I I actually chose MBBS in the beginning, and I remember you were one, and and some other guys. But then, as God wanted, I was given medical laboratory science, and I made up my mind, and it wasn't easy, like what I met the convener saying before I got in. It's not easy, but I had to, make up my mind and, you know, be open, you know. And then I had to tell myself that this is a challenge for me. If at all I could survive in MLS, definitely I I will be meant to, I will survive if I had gotten MBBS. So I took it upon myself as a challenge, that okay, you were claiming you want to get MBBS, but then you've been given MLS. Will you survive and something like that? And that was how I started. And today I am so proud and I'm so happy to have been in MLS. And let me tell you the fact: if I don't think I love MBBS again. I love this medical laboratory science. I love it, and I'm so proud and I'm so happy that I've been given. So yes, actually I chose MBBS, but then I found myself here and I'm happy about it. And now I'm in my final year, and very soon we'll see each other at the top. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Scholar Ahmad. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I choose you to have an interactive session with you, because I know that you're a typical example of this today's topic. Yeah, he chose MBBS as he has said, and he's studying MLS. So this scholar, has been doing a lot of great things in society, even in health, public health advocacy. So he's an advocate of antimicrobial resistance. Thank you so much for having you in the call. Uh, Abdurrahman Bello, scholar Abdurrahman Bello, can you turn your mic? Are you here with us, scholar Abdurrahman Bello? Okay. Scholar Ibrahim Muhammad Al Hassan, are you there with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon. How are you?
Fine, sir.
Okay. What course are you studying? And what is
So I'm currently studying MBBS, sir, a 200 level medical student.
okay? That's fine. What inspired you to choose the course?
So, I will say since when I was in primary school, I just had the courage and zeal for medicine, which I don't know why. I just had it, and because I had an uncle who is a medical doctor, so I think there was a time I went to the hospital to visit him. So when I visited him, I saw the way he was attending to patients and treating them. So I think from that event too, it also contributed in me having the passion to study MBBS. Sir.
Okay. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Abdul Salam Mutmaina, are you with us? Abdul Salam Mutmaina. Okay. Awaw Isa Baba, are you with us? Scholar Awaw Isa Baba. Okay. Scholar Mubarak Salmon, are you there with us?
You can call on one of the excos as well. Let's hear from the executives. Any of the executives, please.
Okay. I would like to hear from Scholar Muhammad Madawaki. Scholar Muhammad Madawaki, are you with us? Yeah, welcome. Good afternoon. We'd like to hear from you and learn one or two things from you. Sorry, sir. What course are you studying? Wow, that's so nice. What inspired you to choose the course? See yourself in the next 5 years. Yeah, with you. Can you hear me too? All right, thank you, sir. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Scholar Madawaki. Thank you so much. Without wasting much of our time, I will hand over to the moderator to move on with the next agenda. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Scholar Tawhid. Please, can you confirm if you can hear me?
Yes, sir, loud
Yes,
and
I will.
clear. It's not even fasting.
Okay. Oh, I will agree that. Thank you very much, Scholar Tawhid, for that engaging session. Now, As the convener previously said, for those of us that were here last week, we already know who this facilitator is, we know who he is, and we know what he's capable of. But whether you're here for the first time or you are here for the second time, this is another chance for you to know who our facilitator is, and then for her to read the citation.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope I'm audible.
Yes, loud and very clear.
All right. All right. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to this insightful webinar. And then today we have the privilege of hosting a distinguished guest, a seasoned professional whose expertise spans engineering, energy economics, and sustainable development. Now I'll be talking about Engineer MS Ingawa, who is a versatile professional with a strong foundation in engineering and energy economics. He earned his bachelor's degree in chemical engineering from ABU Zaria, master's degree in project management from Rome Business School, and currently pursuing a master's degree in energy economics and policy at the University of Port Harcourt. He presently serves as the technical assistant to Nigeria's Minister of Housing and Urban Development on climate change and sustainable development. In this role, he leverages his extensive experience and expertise to support national initiatives aimed at promoting environmental sustainability and climate resilience in urban development projects. Before this role, he worked as an energy project manager at the Bank of Nigeria, a key member of the team that developed and managed the 300 million content This fund was instrumental in supporting energy projects across the country, highlighting his ability in managing large-scale projects. Earlier in his career, he served as a technical sales engineer with Amasco International Limited, where he was responsible for driving energy sales across 3 different states in Nigeria. His experience in this role provided insight into the energy distribution market and the challenges of meeting energy needs of different regions. Now, I'll be handing over to the moderator to go on with the next agenda.
Thank you very much, the General Secretary, Scholar Grace. With further ado, let us welcome our esteemed facilitator, Engineer MS Ingawa. Sir, we're honored to have you here today. The floor is yours.
Hello. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much for having me. Am I audible?
Loud and clear, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible, loud
Yeah,
and clear.
I can see you have already shared.
Yes, sir, I'm
Right?
sharing already.
Okay. So, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه وبعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. I sincerely appreciate the opportunity to be here with you again, and then due to the occurrence last time, I believe it is best to have it again so that we can have it properly on record for the benefit of others. I welcome all the scholars on this platform and then the organizers for providing us with the opportunity and platform to 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 contribute our quota. The title of today's class, I think, is boldly written on the screen: Thriving in an Unchosen Path, Turning an Unplanned Course into a Fulfilling Career. We have listened to the introductions and even testimonies from people that can relate, people that already have experience in this aspect, people that got what they did not plan for, and we have had first how they navigated, and how they are navigating through, how they have turned that challenge into an opportunity. So it is just for doing sake that we are going to go through these slides so that we can learn more on how to manage a situation like this. When we say Unchosen path, it refers to a direction or option in life that a person is faced with that is not planned. This is unchosen path. This is the definition of unchosen path. This is what I have planned, but this is what I got. So that is unchosen path. So whenever you find yourself in such situation, there are always two options. It's either you give up or you accept the challenge, wage ahead. Giving up is not always a good option for a human being, because once you give up, then so many things will follow. But once you wage ahead, God will provide you with a way forward. So that's why it is called unchosen, because it is called unchosen because you have already agreed to wage ahead. You have already agreed to move forward. Someone that applied for MBBS and got MLS, he's already in 400 level. That means he has waged ahead, and he has he found strength in the new course that he got. So that is unchosen path for him, but he has turned the challenge into an opportunity. When you say path, it represents an opportunity or a decision, potential experience that befall us that we have no places path. This is a path. And whenever we find ourselves in such situations, as I said it before, we feel disappointed. We feel confused with respect to our life goals and objectives, because for everything you are planning for, there is definitely a goal attached to it, or an objective. So whenever you miss the opportunity or you don't get what you wanted, that means you are disrupting. It is disrupting your life ambitions, your life goals and objectives. So how do you now navigate this course over the next 30 minutes, inshallah? And when you say objective, life objective is mostly about career. As human beings, we know that our primary purpose of being in this world is to worship Allah. And apart from that, and the next big thing for us is to have a means of sustenance, because we can't even worship Allah without having that means of sustenance. So how do we get that means of sustenance? It's through a career. Let's go to the next page. So when you say career now, because everything we are doing in life, as far as our goals and objectives are concerned, we are looking at a career. So what is career? So I just brought out a brief definition of career, which is a long-term professional journey or occupation that a person pursues, usually with a focus on growth, development, and advancement in a specific field. It involves the work, experience, business, skills, and skills a person gains over time and often linked to their passions, education, and goals. Careers can span various industries and roles, offering opportunities for progression, specialization, and sometimes leadership position. This is a summary of what career is all about. Career is a long-term goal. It's a long-term professional journey or occupation for students like us, and then students like the scholars. I believe all the scholars are students, right? Or there are some graduates here. So for all of us that are in university, the main aim for us is to have a professional journey as our career. That's why we're studying. Even though if you study, you will still switch to business, and some of us will still have to do that regardless, because that will be their own destiny. But at least as at now, all of us are in university or have graduated with the aim of pursuing a long-term professional career. So that can be in so many ways. Like we said before, it can be you want to become a doctor, you want to become an engineer, you want to become a journalist. All these ones are professional careers, and then you can also decide to have an occupation, maybe a business, farm. You want to become a farmer, you want to become so. You want to you can even have an ambition of becoming a leader. That's also another form of career. So this is what career about. And whenever you get stuck from the beginning, maybe especially for the ones that want to pursue professional journeys, you want to become a doctor, an MBBS degree, that's what you want to achieve, you want to pursue, but at the end of the day, you get MLS, or you get anatomy, or you get nursing, or any other related course. From that very day, you'll be demoralized, because you think that it has interrupted or disrupted your long-term professional objective of being a doctor. So what next? If you found yourself in that situation, the first thing, like I said, is to accept faith, embrace the change and the newly found path, reflect on the opportunities therein and explore, navigate through the unplanned career or path, build resilience, leverage on chosen paths for career advancement. And then I also have some real life examples and inspirations for us to know that end of the road because you have not got this. So we are going to discuss all this in the next few slides. Accepting in good faith means that you have to know that and put at the back of your mind that this thing cannot be changed. Whatever you get in your life is what you are destined to get, and that God's plan is always the best one. We all plan, and we only plan. But at the end of the day, it is only God's plan that excels. And then sometimes disappointment is blessing in disguise. You don't know, because you are only limited to what you can see before you. But God can see. God has your life before Him, so He sees and knows what is best for you. So sometimes disappointments, rejections, and the rest are blessings in disguise, but you don't know. Only God knows. So you have to accept that fate and wait ahead. Because if that's what you have gotten is still, God will find a way for you along the line. And the next thing is that no one can change his or her fate. This is my fate. I think I can, because our life is programmed by God. We are only like playing the script. So you have to accept that you cannot change your fate. You just have to try and do your best in anything you are doing. But just know that everything you are doing is still within that ambit of your fate. And then we are all pursuing our occupations, our careers, and the rest for fortune, for us to succeed in life. So that fortune, that success can be found where you least expected. Life stories, you will amazed and be left dumbfounded because people are succeeding in so many trends. We have our parents' stories, we have stories of people around us who have succeeded in so that we didn't ever imagine. So that success that you are looking for, that fortune you are looking for, can be found times where you even least expected. So that's one of the reasons why you don't make it as a do or die affair, because you are left out for something. You are left out on something that you wanted. And then you can follow this. I can follow a entirely different path, and we all meet at the same point. That is what I mean by success does not have a defined criteria. Someone else followed this particular route to success. You can follow that same route and then at the end of the day fail, because that's not because success does not have a defined criteria. There is no specific criteria that somebody will tell you that if you follow this one, you are surely going to succeed. There is nothing like that. Somebody, motivational speakers can give you tips. There are some tips that you can follow because culturally and naturally, people who follow those tips usually succeed. You can also follow them. They will help your journey to success easier. But you should put it at the back of your mind that success, the end point, end goal, which is the success, it does not have specific criteria. Whatever route you are following, somebody else has followed that route and did not succeed. And whatever, however you think it should be done, somebody else has done it and it has not yielded any result. So we just have to follow our own, personalize our own journey, that all of us will succeed. The next thing is you have to embrace the change and the newly found path. Life is never as straightforward. All of us here are aware. Life is not a straight line. You always face challenges. You always go through ups and downs before you achieve anything. There are always ups and downs. There are twists and turns are inevitable. You must face this while you are growing up. We all know that from the day you are giving birth, you start facing all these challenges until the day you return back to your creator. And then things can never go as you decide. You can see a journey to success. As I use this illustration to show us that these are some of the things that we face while we are and you come to your room and you are expected to just eat and go studying in the night. You'll be filled with doubts Sometimes you feel like you cannot do it. You'll be faced with fears, worries, problems, setbacks, and what have you. These are some of the bus stops that you meet before you reach your final success bus stop. So don't just assume that because you are stressed now or because you have doubts or fears that that's the end of it. No, no, no. It is just part of the process. You have to trust the process and you have to move forward. And the good thing about that is that there is nothing you can do about it. Next slide, please. I tried to bring some Quranic verses which are um, directly talking about what we are saying, our topic today. Quran says, وَمَن يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَل لَّهُ مَخْرَجًا. And for anyone who fears Allah will make a way out for him from difficulty, out of any difficulty. You have to accept that whenever something happens to you, God is aware. He is very much aware of your situation. So just relay back to him and accept it in good faith. Inshallah, you get and this generally this is even a life hack. If you are facing any difficulty, just relay, just be conscious of Allah. Accept that only God will provide a way out for you, and then inshallah you see miracles. God's the verse also says, وَمَن يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ وَمَن The major takeaway here is the major takeaway here is قَدْ جَعَلَ اللَّهُ لِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدْرًا. Allah has already set a measure for everything. That's it's talking about destiny. God has already programmed everything, and there is nothing anybody can do about that. You have to work within that walls of destiny. Of our prophet that said that is like advising Abdullah ibn Abbas. He's like as an elder and then as a leader, he was advising him about life general. He told him to be mindful of Allah, that Allah will protect him. He told him to be mindful of Allah and he will find Allah before him. Whenever he wants to ask, he should ask Allah. Whenever he wants to seek for aid, he should seek Allah's aid alone. And he was telling him that if the entire creation were together to him, can only be done one thing, don't accept that which is written to happen, which is destined to happen. And if the whole creation will gather again to harm him, no harm can come to his way except that which God has destined. So this is also another reference that we are all living on our own qadr. Nobody can go beyond what God has destined for him, and you can't go also below what God has destined for you. Sharon Pearson said, "It is not the challenge that defines you, it is what you do with the challenge that defines you." So, for example, you wanted to become a doctor, but you didn't get that opportunity, but you were only given MLS. So that challenge should not be the basis what you do with the opportunity opportunity. That is what is defining him. Nobody is thinking of ambition that he wanted to become a doctor. That one has passed. But today he's using that MS, and then he's inspiring other people with that opportunity. And you can see how you can turn challenges into opportunity. The next page, please. Another one says, life's challenges are not supposed to worry you. They are supposed to help you discover who you are and how far you can go. I will always use example of the two young guys that you use as a study. They didn't allow the challenges to worry them, but they just discovered who they are, and they are going far now, as far as we can say, because you brought them to testify because of the great things they are doing with the new course they found, with the new field, a new path they found themselves. So it is always what you are doing with what you have discovered that defines you, not the challenges. Because life challenges, they are inevitable, like we said. Everyone you see walking around has one challenge or the other. You only know of yours. But if I tell you my own challenge, if you tell me your own challenge, you know, all of us will understand that nobody in this life is challenge free. Next slide. Kobe Bryant. We all know this. He had a helicopter accident. Is it basketball also? He has this to say because he's influential. So everything, pressure, challenges, and every other negativities, they are all opportunities for me to rise. Don't get the course you applied for. It is a pressure. Family will discourage you, your friends, maybe you applied with this, you did what you want. So they are mental pressure. You feel down, you feel oppressed, disappointed, confused. So you should be able to take it as an opportunity for you to rise. Then you took it as opportunity that he didn't get MBBS but got MLS, and he has risen and is doing wonderful things. Next one. Okay. When you get what you did not plan for, the next thing is to reflect on the opportunities. This one is general for both planned and unplanned path. You have to develop new skill sets and perspectives. Even if you applied for what you got it, whether you got it or not, this is good for you. You applied for engineering, maybe chemical engineering, you got it. So it is another challenge. If you don't know, you have to know that now. That even getting what you wanted is another challenge, because you are being tested to prove yourself. I can remember during my time in ABU's area, my department, chemical engineering, was only allocated, I think, 120 students. They could only admit only 120 students. And then, engineering, there are 3 or 4 major courses that normally candidates apply for. Every other course in engineering, people just find themselves there. Chemical engineering is one of them. Electrical engineering is one of them. Mechanical engineering is one of them. Civil engineering is one of them. Only 4 of them. The rest, and everybody you see studying engineering today I can tell you that 95% of those people applied for that course, especially during our time. Now we have awareness. We have universities that are offering only engineering courses like Daura and technology universities. So people get to know and have options. But before, you don't even get to see things until it is about to write jam. When you get that jam handbook or manual, that's when you see available courses in universities. And most of us then, we were only aware of these four courses. So whoever is applying for engineering is applying for only these four courses. So at the end of the day, you come to the university and you see that engineering faculty has about 15 departments. That's 11 more than what you know. So, and at the end of the day, all the departments that you have applied for can only accommodate 100. That's like, I think during my time, the whole faculty admitted about 1,000 students. So, and the four departments got only 100, and they had the highest. So the others were distributed in the unknown courses. Because like I said last week, I had a friend that studied metallurgical and material engineering in ABU. We studied together, we got admission together. He has never heard of that course until when he got admission letter. He was confused at point of admission. He even wanted to reject the admission because he applied for mechanical, and mechanical is somehow related to that metallurgical and material. It's just like a specific field. So situation. And electrical engineers, some will go computer, some will get communications. Then we didn't even know about communications. It's only when you apply for electrical, then they will just select the ones that are more qualified, and then they distribute the rest to you. We have water resources and environmental engineering. We have mechatronics. We have agric engineering. We have a lot of them, and then people don't get them until they are admitted into those courses. So whether you got what you wanted, whether I applied for chemical and I was lucky I got it, it will have been better for. It is always better for you to develop new skills along that path. If you are a chemical engineer, try and do all the certifications. There are online courses that you can attend that will help you stand out whenever you graduate. So this is not about unplanned career path. This is about even the planned one. Whatever you are studying today, try as the good thing for you to do is just go to the any search engine and type what are the most on-demand skills for my course. Then you write the course. They will give you all the need to stand out in this century under that course. And then you plan ahead. You plan on how to for the skills. I'm telling you, you will stand out and you live to thank the organizers for providing this platform for you. And next thing is broaden your professional network, enhance adaptability, problem solving, whatever you are studying, whether you plan for it or you not plan for it. And then you have to try you have to try different roles in your. I always encourage students because there are some skills that you get, you can only get when you are involved in leadership position, no matter how small. Not you don't have to be the president of your department or your faculty or the Amir of MS, but just involved in the leadership process. Know how to solve people's problem. Try and become a leader yourself. So these are some of the skills that you can't get elsewhere. You can't get it. You can't pay on YouTube to get it. You have to solve a practical life problem for people, and then you automatically students to involve in such extracurricular activities, at least so that they can enhance the and decision making. Because when you are a leader, you surely have to solve problems. You have to it's redefining you without even you knowing. Because I took so many decisions while in ABU's area, and then I'm living to reap the benefits of those decisions. So that's why I always encourage students to take part in such religious organizations and other campus organizations. Are we done? I'm not seeing the slide. Let me rush. I think we are getting out of time. Hello?
Hello,
Can you
sir.
hear me?
I got in a network glitch. Hello, sir. We can hear you. I got a network glitch, but we're still presenting.
Okay, so the next one is okay. Okay.
Sir, am I on the right slide or should I move forward? Hello, sir.
I can't even see anything on the slide. It's not okay.
Okay.
Yes, so you do that wherever you find yourself, just is whenever you are doing
We can't hear you clearly.
that good at doing it. That's how you discover your talent than this. Just huh? Are you with
Yes,
me?
sir. You are now. You are audible now, sir. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, sir. You are audible. You are
Okay,
audible.
so I was saying the best way to discover your talent, to reflect on yourself, is okay. To the best way to discover your talent is that whenever you are doing something and you enjoy it, how you discover that is my talent. That thing is a talent, and you move ahead. So this is how you do whatever you are doing. Just try as much as possible to put it on this test. If you enjoy doing it and you are doing it in a very good way, then it is also one of your gifts. Identify transferable skills, highlight you are studying. Just try and have something that can, like a bridge that can link you to as much industries as possible. For example, if you're studying engineering, you see project management can link you to all the industries. Industry now that doesn't require professionals, and also try as much as possible to mutually literate, because computer knowledge and skills can also link you to all the industries. So these are some of the transferable skills that you can get. Clear objectives that reflect your new reality. If you got what you did not plan for, you set new goals. Sit yourself down, assess yourself, and create clear objectives that align with the new reality that you are facing, and do it as fast as you can before it is too late. Always be open to learning and evolving. That's this is for generally for everyone. Always be open to learning and evolving, whether you get what you want or you have not. Next slide, please. Hello. Hello, can you go to the next slide?
So I'm on the next slide. Building resilience.
Wow, I'm still on the former one. Is it my network? Okay, I have it now. So you have to build resilience. When you have discovered yourself again, you set goals. The next thing is to sustain that journey to achieving your goals. And how do you do that? Is to embrace discomfort as part of the growth process. Practice patience with yourself. Career changes take time. When you plan something, it will take time before you adopt the new reality, because all your life you have been planning on that particular thing you were aiming for, and now it's changing reality. So it will take time before you adopt to the new reality. Learn from setbacks and pivot when necessary during transitions. Next slide. Using my network. Yeah, and the new slide, Abby.
Yes, and Unchosen advancements. So can you see the new slide now?
I'm still on the previous one. Maybe it will take time. Am I using Chinese computer? No. Maybe it's my network.
So the next slide here is leveraging unchosen paths for career advancements. And
okay, seize opportunities, leveraging unchosen paths for career. Okay, let me read from my laptop. How do you leverage the unchosen path is through seizing opportunities to build your personal brand, be proactive, also part of seeking mentorship and guidance. Scholars are living what they are doing to come and listen to mentorship discussion, manage their campus life. And you have to stay open to lateral career moves that might eventually lead to a fulfilling upward path. This one is talking about career, not even course. So this is general for everyone. Incorporate innovation into your current course and become pioneer in your own field. If you find yourself in a strength field just of doing something, we have a lot of people that have excelled in strange fields, and then their reference point now, because of that, their hard work and dedication. So to just try and be known for something very good. Just be the reference point of doing something very good. For example, now, who can give us example of personal brands? When you look at artists, when you look at and people in so many brand, and then mentioning their name alone, you just thing that comes to your mind is that he's the largest, he's the richest man in the country. So that's how you build personal brand. Once your name is mentioned anywhere, people will start thinking of building brand. So let's go to life examples. The next, are you on the slide?
Yes, sir, I am.
Hello?
Should I move forward?
Are you on the slide?
Yes, sir, I'm still on it. All right.
Okay. I have not been using your... Yes. Let's go. I have not been using your slide. I can't see anything.
Right, I'm now. All right, I'm now on life examples, sir.
Harry Potter series. I believe we all know Harry. You said?
No, sir, I didn't say anything. You're audible as well. Hello, sir, you're audible.
Is the author of the Harry Potter series. I believe we all know Harry Potter, that movie. Okay, I believe we all know that Harry Potter series. So she in the world. This woman used to be in extreme poverty. She even started giving up in life, and she was disappointed in life. She was one day she was to another city, and then she just saw something and thought of coming up with this Harry Potter story, and then boom, selling story in the world, and it changed her life completely. And then she was not even a writer or something, but look at how she opted to become a writer, and then God had it that her we all know Steve Jobs. He's the co-founder of Apple. This man companies, but they all failed, and then later he later found another company which was renamed Apple, and then today we all know that Apple is one of the most valuable brands in the world. We know chicken. This guy, he set up a restaurant. He set up so many restaurants before setting up KFC, and all the other one. He was very lucky that and it got accepted. Today, he had every so we have Howard Schultz, who is the former CEO of Starbucks. He's also the founder. This guy he even worked at Starbucks, but one day he went to Italy and he saw after facing life challenges, so he later worked at Starbucks and then also stopped working there, but coffee thought, well, works. Nigerians are remembering Fashola for the things he has done for the he's a lawyer. And we have Mukhtar Maiha, the current Minister of Livestock. This is someone that rose through ranks from junior staff to MD of Kaduna Refinery. Today he is Minister of Livestock. Why? When he set up the country reference points for farmers in this country. So, and today he's serving as Minister of Livestock, not Minister of Petroleum. Established that and he's doing very well on that. Let's go to the next slide.
All right, sir. I'm now on the slide or Unchosen. I have now gone to the next slide that says chosen.
So sorry, I missed my network had it. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Yes, sir, you are.
Okay, so whether choosing or unchosen path, my advice to you is develop marketable skills, like I said in one previous slide, as early as possible while you are still in the university. Learn those skills, technical and soft skills, writing, public speaking skills, and other relevant industry skills. And also gain practical experiences through internships, through volunteering jobs, through part-time jobs, network strategically for connection. We all know uh, uh, Professor Ali Pantami wrote one nice book, Skills Rather Than Just Degrees. It's always in the internet for in that book that network connection is also a skill. People are just yapping, abusing, insulting, and and to be honest, you will not know that connection is a skill until you want to have that connection, or you can have that connection. The people that are connected did not get it on the platter of God. If it easy, make you do them now. So connection is not easy. You have to network strategically before you can get connections. And then try as much as possible to position yourself in a strategic spot that you get connected. Connection will save you a lot of stress in this, especially in Nigeria. And this is not even in Nigeria alone. No. Connection is connection everywhere. Don't allow anybody to brainwash you that Nigeria is only connection, as only politicians. Most of today's politicians were nothing. Most of them did not come from from privileged homes. But some of them they did what they did. Today they have connections. Once you see any connection, somebody somewhere worked for it. Once you see any connection, just mention any big name you know. Somebody somewhere worked for that big name to happen. So if you don't have that big name today behind you, try and become the big name that your children and unborn generation will use. It is not always late. Our parents have given them all they could to see that we are at this position. If you still need better than they give you, try and be that what you wanted them to become. They have done their best. And God has had it that this is their bus stop. It is now left for you to their legacy. Try as much as possible to position yourself. And then there are some connections that you get for just being born in a family with connections. And that is because somebody somewhere to get the name, to get the big name that you people are using. Education is very important, and proper and good education, quality education is one of the ways to get you connected. And then skill sets, the value system also gets strategically for connections. It will save a lot of stress in the future. About that, be conscious of time. Whatever you are doing, you have to look at the time. You have to be conscious of the time. Your life. That means it is there for you. By recently NNPC recruitment, they were requesting for I think 28, and some organization will even limit it to 24, especially banks. They will want you to finish degree NYC at 25 years, 26 years maximum. So you can see that time is not on your side. So you have to be conscious of time, whatever you are doing. Take risks. You don't have to wait for something to happen. Just go before it, go after it, and take risks that are calculated. I'm not telling you to just take risks anyhow. You have to make sure that any risk you are taking is calculated one. How do you calculate it? You have to consider different factors before you take that risk. practice business and side hustle. As students, you need to have that entrepreneurial mindset, at least so that when things don't go as you plan, you have a plan B that you can follow on. Apply for scholarship, grants, fellowships, mentorships, and what have you. And all these accelerator programs, they will help in enhancing your capacity and positioning you for greater things. Next one.
I'm on the next slide, sir. Way forward.
Way forward is be passionate about what you do, regardless of the industry, regardless of the course, regardless of the career. Just be passionate. When you are passionate about doing what you are doing, you will see that you are doing it. You will work with your values for the action. How you align your work with your values, just make sure that you have your values in what you are doing. And if you have bad values, you crash before you take off. So the takeaway here is you should have good values: honesty, integrity, sincerity, commitment, dedication should be your guiding principles. And whatever you are doing, just align aim for balance and purpose in your career and personal life. Especially if you have family, you just don't keep telling your family that work busy, 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 and you don't give time for your family. Just find a balance and purpose in your life. Be open to continual growth and change. You don't expect to stay where you are. That's why I said take calculated risks and be open to growth and change. Sometimes change can come in a way you don't imagine. I can remember I read a story of one journalist, I think during Radio Nigeria, Kaduna, and I think he did something for the family of the president during his program that he did not like. The next day when he came back, there was a transfer for him to go to Lagos without accommodation, without anything. So he was narrating how hard that change came in his life and how it has changed his life for him later in the future. So this is why you have to be open. You don't just, because one I know personally, I think last 2 years he died. He used to officer that used to work in Lagos. You know, when they say Lagos customs, people are thinking of money, and true, the guy was making good money, and he was suddenly transferred to another. To them was that he did all the follow-ups in his life to be retained in that position, but he was not. The guy had a stroke, and like 2-3 weeks later he died. So this is what we are saying: be open to change and be open to continual growth, because you can't remain where you can't forever. One day, while you are alive, you will move while you are dead. It is time to embrace straight on fulfilling careers. Don't limit yourself based on the path you started on. Life is full of surprises. Your journey is just the beginning. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. That was truly an enlightening session. I'm sure many of us have gained a new perspective on how to turn expected situations into very successful careers. Now, without wasting much of our time, just go on to the question and answer session, and this will be handled by our organizing secretary, person of Scholar Muhammad Ibrahim Madawaki. You have the floor. Thank you.
Yes, clear. Yes, sir, you are.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ready Scholars Forum. Thank you so much, our speaker. We it's your talk, and I must confess that it's really impactful, and I've also learned one or two things. Actually, I don't have question. I don't know if there is room for me to just give some addition, particularly in respect of what I said before the commencement of the webinar. Do I have the
Yes, please go ahead. Go ahead, Scholar.
Okay, thanks so much, the convener. Thanks so much once again, the speaker. I just want to add that, sometimes it's usually difficult to accept what you are being given as an individual. It comes with a lot of effort and dedication, and just like what the presenter said, commitment and dedication and all of that to serve as the guiding principle. It wasn't easy, actually. It wasn't easy at all. I remember my 100 level, my 200 level, up to my 300 level. I was always moody, you know. I don't talk to people. I don't carry friends, you know. I just dwell in my unsatisfaction that I've not gotten what I love and that I am not where I always want to be, you know. And even those time I had to I had to stay away from everybody. I don't like my calls. I don't like my when we are together, I just feel like I'm not supposed to be here. So what I'm saying this is that it is not easy, and I want to encourage anyone who might not be in their field or in the space where they want to be, not to give up. Seriously, not to give up. This kind of things always destroy some people and sink them. They become not, they become unuseful for themselves, and even their future becomes blur. They don't find peace. They don't find love. They don't find happiness in what they are doing. So why we believe that we can always make way wherever we meet ourselves, we should also have it in mind that sometimes they say our happiness lies, yeah, our purpose in life lies where our happiness is. If you're happy where you are, perhaps that might be where you have your own purpose in life. So you might not want to use my own story as your own blueprint as an individual. If you love something, to go for it. It doesn't matter the number of time, the number of years, the number of how long you have to stay. Just go for what you love. It's my story. Ahmad's story might not work for you. I find happiness going down, but in a very late period. I think towards my 400 level. That was when I started loving because I started seeing big pictures, to do, and I got to see that this course provide me with all of those things, coupled with number of friends that I met. So you might not want this might not work for you, right? But please go for what you like. If you do have, I have a friend in chemistry. He loves MLS. We got addition at the same time. He loves MLS, but he was given chemistry. I love years I was given MLS. This guy till this very day is he had to repeat a year, right? Is this same school, he repeated a year, and now he's still me doing that chemistry. And to this very moment, he won't stop saying that he will still go and do MLS. So the guy has just been there for family. I don't want you to do this and that. But the guy doesn't find happiness, still insisted on, doing the course that he like. It's fine that you go for what you like. If it doesn't work out the first time, doesn't mean you shouldn't try the second time. Try the second time, try the third time, try the third time. Because you hold this to yourself. You don't want it to any other person. So while my story might be helpful in some ways, I want to believe that there's nothing wrong in you trying to get what you like, going for what you like, and trying again and again until you get there without giving up on yourself. And I hope this is helpful and not helpful. Yeah, thanks so much once again. University Scholars Forum, you've always been helpful. And to our speaker, thanks so much for everything you've said. And thanks so much for giving me this opportunity to speak. Yeah, thank you so much. My name is Abdul Ahmed, and I'm done speaking.
I think the facilitator was fair enough. Is anybody raising their hands? I don't think so.
All right. Thank you. Briefly, I just want to add to
All
what
right, all right.
Scholar
Thank you very
Abdulgafar just
much.
said.
Okay.
Scholar Jawad, are you saying something? Okay. A very big
Awesome.
facilitator, Engineer MS Ingawa. Thank you so much for the insightful section. We really appreciate that. So I want to add to what Scholar Abdulgafar just said now. So one important lesson that I want us to grab from his story is that he said during his 100 level, 200 level, up to 300 level, he didn't find joy in that MLS due to the fact that that was not the course he applied for. But I can MLS. So whatever place, wherever you meet yourself, just try to put the strength, try to do your best, try to give it the best. Even though that is not the place you think you're supposed to be. Later in life, you might later find joy in that aspect. And like you said, you can still be doing well in your current course and be applying for your dream course. So God's willing, God will decide for you. That means you have been putting your effort. You understand? That means you are still pursuing the course you wanted to study, and you are still doing well in the course you are studying. So along the line, God will choose the best for you. So look at Scholar Abdulgafar now. Adibi didn't put effort from the 100 level, 200 level, 300 level, waiting that he wanted to study MBBS. Now he's studying MLS. So it means that he will have wasted the 100 level, 200 level, and 300 level. However, he might be regretting at the he wasted that moment. So the brief lesson about this speech is that let us learn from it. Wherever you find yourself, whether you are in good position or you are not, or you are in position you do the best. Put your mind, put your attention there. Why so you can still be pursuing another you're supposed to be. So that's it. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Okay, I think we'll be having the closing remarks like the moderator is out of the session just now. Am I audible enough?
Yes,
Yes, yes.
loud and clear. It sounds like you're fasting. You're hungry. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Scholar Sadiq, you're audible. Please go ahead. Give us the closing remark.
Okay, so I think I'll make it super short. So we thank the facilitator once again for having us, for giving us this once again. So I thank our members, scholars for coming in, for tuning in, although it's optional. So I should thank you for. Sorry for that hang. So thank you for tuning in, and see you next time. Make sure you participate actively in all our activities, and see you in the next webinar. Thank you everyone, and have a good evening.
Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Remember that if you did not choose your dream course, it chose you. And for anything to choose you, it means you're special. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.